Hello, my name is Hugh, and I'm the host of Clair Lune from Scratch, the video piano lesson series for beginners. Now, I normally use, of course, an acoustic piano as a professional musician, but for those of you who are using digital instruments, you actually may find that you are limited in terms of your expressive capabilities in playing a piece as delicate and as nuanced as Debussy's Clair de Lune. And let me try to explain why that is. For most entry and mid-level keyboards, they've been using the same technology since the 1980s. Mainly, every time you press any one of these keys on a digital instrument, you are triggering one of 3 or 4 different pre-recorded piano sounds. That means from the softest sound to the loudest, you have 3 or 4 recordings. Compared to an acoustic instrument, really that doesn't give you much in terms of dynamic coloring or shading or touch or texture or anything. It's like trying to paint a masterpiece with only 3 or 4 crayons. You simply don't have the musical or expressive tools to play delicate music like Clair de Lune, or really anything beyond kind of a monochromatic musical texture. For a couple of years now, I've been a big fan of a program called Pianoteq. Pianoteq is the next evolution in digital piano technology. Rather than relying on triggering pre-recorded piano sounds, what Pianoteq does is actually create a virtual modeled piano in real time. So what it can do is it can actually calculate the physics of the velocity that you hit the keyboard with, and then calculate to see how that's going to react with other strings that may be already vibrating, or the hardness of the hammer and the way it reacts. It can also take into account pedal effects and all these other factors, again, in real time. What that also translates to is that instead of just having 3 or 4 different sound levels, you now have 127, which is the full range of the MIDI velocity scale. So 127 levels of sound compared to just 3 or 4, you're going to notice a huge difference in the kinds of sounds and textures you can create with the Pianoteq program. Pianoteq is available for download for Mac, PC, and Linux computers. And the standalone program itself is an amazing program because it can also allow you to virtually tweak and craft your own instrument to your liking. You can change the size of the instrument, the hardness of the hammers, even the way the strings vibrate against each other, and even the velocity scale. So you can even change how soft is or how quickly it will get loud depending on your personal touch. It also comes with a full array of some pretty advanced recording technologies where you can place these virtual microphones anywhere along the range of the keyboard or even out into a virtual 3D space for some truly beautiful recording effects. So anyway, this has been my favorite virtual program precisely for repertoire like Clair de Lune. So I'd like to go ahead and play this piece for you and let you hear for yourself the amazing range of color, texture, and touch that you can get with the Pianoteq program. All you really need is a computer that meets, of course, the hardware requirements for running Pianoteq, a digital keyboard with MIDI in and out capabilities, and an interface from your keyboard to your computer, either with a USB MIDI cable or an audio interface box, like, for example, the M Audio Fast Track Pro, which is another one of my favorite hardware devices. So anyway, here is Clair de Lune as performed on a Pianoteq virtual piano. So that is Clair de Lune on a Pianoteq virtual piano. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you will take a look at Pianoteq for yourself.